I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
When in your career are you going to actually fight a contender in your weight class and not do gimmick fights?
I mean, the skill level alone, now of course, there is a size difference, a height difference and all that, but he's just going to struggle so much landing a shot. It's just going to look bad.
In a stunning twist, boxing icon Mike Tyson made an unannounced appearance at the Jake Paul vs. Gervonta Davis press conference, electrifying the room with a fierce warning to the YouTuber turned boxer. Tyson didn't hold back, urging Paul to fight like your life depends on it, making it clear that stepping into the ring with a ruthless opponent like Davis is no light matter.
Jake Paul's fat body videos, if you think he's taking his training seriously?
Listen, I think he's taking it very, very seriously because his health depends on it. Yeah, and he's not. There's no way I'm not looking past him and taking him to the fight.
The upcoming Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis fight has evolved into more than a mere spectacle. It's officially classified as an exhibition. This label stems from major concerns over the vast size and weight gap between the two men. The Florida Athletic Commission refused to sanction it as a pro bout. Under the agreed rules, the match will feature 10 3-minute rounds with 12-ounce gloves, and knockouts will count. Uniquely, the fight will be judged by 2 human judges and 1 AI system, an experimental move aimed at ensuring greater objectivity.
The Jake Paul versus Tank fight is getting really weird.
Gervonta looks scared for his life because the rules are out. They're crazy.
Oh, so everyone thought that the fight was at 190. Instead it's at 195, and this weight difference is scaring the life out of little Tank.
Over 10 3-minute rounds.
The next dispute comes with the gloves. Little Tank is used to fighting in 8-ounce gloves. Baby glove. This fight will be in 12. Tank might be too small. Also, Tank just fought in a 12 3-minute round fight against some Roach. Yes, and now he's fighting in 10 3-minute rounds, which isn't too bad. Well done, Jake. Exhibition though, can he win? Yes, he can actually win. It will be overlooked by 3 sanctioned judges.
So you can actually still win and knock him out.
But here's the trick. It's body punches only.
And there's a reason. That's because Tank said, look, this is a bit unfair. I don't want to punch up. I want to punch at my head height. Where does it fall?
At Jake Paul's belly.
Oof.
So apparently we've heard there's no knockdown rules, but aside from that, it's pretty well-rounded fight. Oh yeah, and there's some drug testing involved. But Jake Paul for the win.
Recent reports reveal that Davis has added muscle during training camp, now walking around near 160 pounds, despite never officially fighting above the 135-pound lightweight limit. This weight increase, close to the agreed catch weight, could give Davis extra strength and resilience. The added bulk might improve his punch resistance and power, potentially making him a more dangerous and unpredictable rival for Paul.
Yeah. Gervonta Tank Davis, it's my prediction that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to weigh in on the night of the fight against Jake Paul, knocking on 160 pounds. Don't be surprised if he's 157 pounds, something like that. You guys see this footage? Look at Tank. Now, if you know what you're looking at, the guy must be around 150 right now, 153, something like that. And you can really tell when he's sideways. When you look at him sideways and see the depth. See, from the front view, you can't really tell. But when he turns sideways, the guy is a wrecking ball. He's literally a baby rhino out there. And I think that is the idea for him to bulk up and be a little powerhouse out there. And I'm all for it. I'm going to tell you in this video why I think that's the best thing for Tank and why I think he will be knocking on 160 pounds.
Boxing analyst Teddy Atlas calls Gervonta Tank Davis one of the most complete fighters in the sport today. He praises Davis's explosive power, sharp counterpunching, distance control, and composure under pressure. Atlas describes him as patient yet calculated, always 2 steps ahead, never relying solely on brute strength. He believes these attributes make Davis uniquely equipped to challenge Jake Paul, whose skills are improving but not yet refined at an elite level.
The only other time he was in for the fence to get mad with that was against Fury's Tommy Fury, but it wasn't that level, obviously, and all the size things you just rightfully pointed out. But he would have been in there with, I mean, it seemed crazy. You're going to go in there with a guy who was a 2-time heavyweight champ and a gold medalist? Wow. Even though the guy's, at a twilight part of his career, still.
And you've given a lot of credit and props to Jake Paul on this show of helping get more eyeballs to the sport, but the way he takes it serious and goes about his approach and his work to this craft, that he does take it seriously. With that being said, when he announces Tank Davis, I'm getting tired of these gimmick fights and him loading the deck up. Whether it was Chavez Jr. or an old Mike Tyson, or we could go on and on with some of the UFC guys and the great Anderson Silva at 46 years of age. Tank Davis, great fighter, current fighter, world champion. We know how good he is. Been a top 10 pound-for-pound guy for you for the last few years now. But he's 5'5" and 135 pounds. This sounds like it would be a 195-pound fight, an exhibition. Wouldn't count on their records. Not a whole lot of other details other than it will be in November, and it sounds like in Atlanta. But I've said enough. I just want to hear your take. What do you make of this news of Jake Paul and Tank Davis?
But, and I'm smiling a little bit. But back in the day, I love the 1800s, 1700s, my friend out there, 1700s, whatever. But I love the old time fighters. They were catchweights. And there was guys like Sam Langford. I know Sam Langford shouldn't even be.
Despite Davis's elite ability and added muscle, former world champion Carl Froch cautioned that Jake Paul's natural size and unorthodox power posed serious risks. Froch argued that Davis has never faced punches from someone as heavy-handed as Paul. His warning reflects wider unease in boxing circles, as many view the matchup as more of a sideshow than a competitive contest, raising real questions about legitimacy and fighter safety.
Just here at Los Naranjos in Viva, España, and I found out that Gervonta Davis is now fighting Jake Paul. So Jake Paul was supposed to be fighting AJ. Eddie Hearn announced 99% done, which we've just spoke about. What next for AJ? Potentially Jake Paul. But it now looks like that Jake Paul is fighting one of Anthony Joshua's legs. He's fighting Gervonta Davis, somebody who's a quarter of his size. I don't even know what's going on. Has Eddie Hearn been played? Let me know what you think, but the AJ fight with Jake Paul's finished. Gervonta Davis, fake Paul, November. I don't know what's going on in the world of boxing. This is an absolute joke. What next for AJ? We'll get into this, and there's so many questions I want to get into in the next episode, but hope you enjoyed this one. And yeah, just thought I'd give you a quick update because the news has just come in, and I'm just trying to relax and play a bit of golf, and I can't. I've got to get it off my chest. I'm going to add it to this video. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit like, share, and subscribe to the best channel in the business, Froch on Fighting, and we'll see you very soon.
Froch has also issued a strong warning about the potential dangers of the Paul versus Davis exhibition, citing an estimated 65-pound weight gap between the fighters, a difference he believes could make the event downright unsafe.
In his press conference, and he shit himself, and the fight was just absolutely fucking diabolical. Again, I've said before, he's not a professional boxer. He never will be. And he proves time and time again that he's not a professional fighter. So, Jake Paul, go on, piss off.
I mean, I don't really take Jake Paul that serious. He can't really box. He can have a little fight, he can have a swing. He swings away, stands up straight, and he throws punches, but it's not professional boxing. Because when I watch him box, he's just so much wrong. It's just everything's wrong. It's so bad. He's got leaky defence. He telegraphs his punches. Like, you put him in with someone his own size, who's a professional, and it's a mismatch. And you'll see that if he ends up fighting somebody. Tommy Fury, bless him, he's a pro boxer, but he's inexperienced. He's got no amateur pedigree. He's a raw novice, or maybe just above the raw novice. I was saying earlier, where would I put him in terms of levels? He'd do well to win a British title. He's at that sort of level, and then from British title to world level, it's like different worlds. It's like totally different. It's like a different.
Following Jake Paul's decisive win over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., analysts have begun asking if he's finally ready to take on legitimate top 20 fighters. Emiliano Vargas has shared his thoughts on whether Paul deserves such matchups, while promoter Eddie Hearn remains cautious. Hearn admits Paul is improving and may soon earn a WBC ranking, but he insists that many more proven boxers deserve higher spots. The debate underscores the tension between Paul's celebrity-driven rise and his still-developing boxing resume.
Any of them hurt you? I just think Chavez didn't get started. That's the only thing. I mean, you can't win.
I want to be world champion. Zerto, slow as shit.
You can't win if you don't throw, you know? So it was kind of like the Ryan Garcia Rollies thing. You know, Rollies didn't, I mean, Ryan really didn't get started. So
What'd you think about how Jake looked in the fight?
You know what?
You're very tough.
If he sucked ass, he sucked ass, but he actually looks pretty good. There's people who walking in the gym, you can tell right away if they can box or not. So he can box, he's selling out, you know, obviously this arena, and the only thing I can do is take a page out of his book and, you know, put it towards my showmanship. So.
You think he's ready for someone like top 15, top 20?
I mean, look, you know, he knows who to fight.
I'm staying active.
Obviously, you know, growing in his career. If he really wants to make a career, I wish him nothing but the best. But I just think that, you know, it's going to be a little longer until then.
Thank you, I mean, appreciate it. Oh, give us an update about you. You got a thing coming up.
July 26th, Madison Square Garden. I'm ripped up. I'm ready to go. Ran with Manny Pacquiao yesterday. And, you know, 15 and on the way. Let's go, baby.
Thank you, I appreciate it, man.